Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, April 3rd, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I listen deeper for my soul's truth of who I am. And today we have Mercury shifting out of Pisces and into Aries. Now that shift isn't going to happen till later in the evening. I think it's like 8:41 p.m. Pacific time. So that means we have a day with Mercury hanging out at those final degrees, specifically 29 Pisces. And 29 Pisces is almost like the most karmic button of the universe. It's like where the entirety of the zodiac is embodied and held. And it can have some processing. It can have some karmic energies. With Mercury there, you may have some energies coming up that need to be mentally processed. And yet, remembering the truth of who you are on that soul level will help you move through this. Remembering, I love that quote from Rumi, you are the soul of the universe, and your name is love. Allowing that to help move you through will help. I have the Thunderbolt card, but it is in reverse. So what I'm kind of feeling with this, I have it right next to the existence card. This is how we're meant to move through this. This is like old trauma, old energies coming up to be processed. If they enter your field, if they enter your mind, be still and let them move through. This is actually a positive thing. They are moving along to be released, to be left behind at this 29-degree Pisces energy so that you can step into this new cycle of Mercury, this new cycle of Aries energy with more ease. So do keep that in mind through the day. We have the moon finishing up in Sagittarius, moving into Capricorn. So Capricorn doesn't necessarily want to sit still and do nothing. Capricorn doesn't usually just embrace this existence energy. Capricorn's like, well, I need to be proactive and take care of it. The best thing you can do to be proactive is be present. Show up for yourself. Capricorn energy at its highest and best is about responsibility. How can you respond to this? How can you bring light to this energy? How can you bring love to this energy? How can you tend to that wounding? You don't have to judge yourself for it. There's no shoulds around it. It really is being present for yourself in and through this energy. So speaking of all this, the moon in Capricorn will connect to Uranus. Uranus has that kind of triggery energy. It's meant for liberation, but again, we may be feeling this. So if this comes up, this thunderbolt, this old trauma, be still, hold that energy of love. Don't get too caught up in the mental aspects of it. You don't even have to get too caught up for like trying to figure it out. If you're meant to know, it will come through. Trust that. That's kind of part of the faith of Pisces, is trusting. You will know what you need to know around this energy. And ultimately, we are going to go from lack of harmony into a better space of harmony. Let's talk about this Mercury Aries energy. So when Mercury shifts into Aries, make it a little technology wonk. What I'm feeling with this Mercury and Aries energy is the authenticity of your expression, the authenticity of speaking for yourself and keeping that in mind. Now, Mercury is going to be moving through the sign of Aries like lightning. It's going to be like less than 2.5 weeks and moving on. So this is going to be a really, really, really fast lesson. That being said, Mercury and Aries can be very brash. Aries can kind of think, well, you should be doing things my way or the highway kind of energy. So be aware of that coming up in yourself and in your field. And again, this is a call to mentally align with who you are, mentally align with that authenticity of who you are, and not get too sucked into other vortexes. You may also find yourself being a little like, not thinking before speaking. I do like to utilize the energy of the 3 gates. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? And I also think too, is like sometimes we get information that is for us and not for somebody else. So I always add that 4th gate. Is this for me or is this to share with somebody else? So try to temper it with that. But that being said, the Aries energy doesn't always stop to think. And in some ways that can be a good thing, and in some ways it can cause issues. So do be aware of that coming from others and also coming from yourself. So I'm going to wrap this up. I still have my spring fling sale going on, $44 for a half-hour reading or $88 for a relationship reading. Very good deal. You can email me if you are interested in that. Please, if you get a message from my impersonator, that's happening right now, please block and report them. I would really appreciate that. They're still sending people messages, and I'm so not okay or not comfortable with that. Besides that, the better gets, the better gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.